Our favorite dysfunctional family is back for a third season,
Yeah.
and a lot of things are happening this season. From Georgia's trial going on for the mother of Tom Fuller to Austin witnessing this thing and just dealing with a lot of burden for a child,
Yep.
and then Ginny filling her mother's shoes, and Ginny is becoming her mommy.
Yeah, Jenny is basically becoming Georgia already.
Austin tells Ginny that he saw the mother do this. And she did a very Georgia thing by saying, don't tell anybody. And I don't know why she would do that because I feel like when Ginny realized that her mother is such a bad guy, she was, I will not say really old enough, but at least she could process it. But this boy,
She
he's
was still a kid too. I think she was still a kid.
she's still a child. Like I think it was
Yeah.
in it's when this detective came in the other season. I was like, do you know what your mother does? I think I was the end of season one, and she found out that's why they ran away. So I think I'm not saying she's old enough that she like, oh, my mother really killed this man,
Yeah,
because she had that suspicion. But for Austin, you cannot just silence him like that.
I think that like she always says that she wants people that sees her mother. She wants people that sees her
Yeah,
mother.
she
I feel like Ginny could have spared what is his name?
Austin.
Austin. She could have just protected him in a way. It's basically what I'm trying to say. She
Yeah,
have protected him. If you've seen this house, like Ginny and Georgia is like it's like
Susan
Susan
and
and
Julie.
Julie, but it's just that Georgia is committing crimes. Even though Susan also committed crimes too, but yeah, Georgia is just committing crime after crime, and that kind of relationship happens a lot, especially for first daughters and their moms. That the mother just really
Offloads
like
on
weigh on you
them.
so much, and you're like, but at the same time, you want to still protect her because you have seen her. So I just wish that Jeannie spared the little boy. The
She could not really spare him, but I feel like,
like she would have tried to protect him. Like
is it just me? I don't know why I'm so sensitive about Georgia's entire parenting during this season. I was really obsessed with it. So seeing that today's boy saw what happened, I don't think they should have protected Georgia anymore. And Ginny was like, God, let's protect the family, let's keep quiet. Even Paul, they could not tell Paul anything. They are trying to
yeah,
smile and just be perfect, picture perfect, even while Georgia was not there. So she's basically just becoming her mother, like, oh, let's be perfect, let's smile, let's go to
that's what
school,
she
we are fine.
knows. Everything is peachy. That's what she knows. However, she gets pregnant. This twist, it did not even. It's not really interesting to me, honestly. That pregnancy thing, it was like a desperate attempt to me, because everything was going fine, and was saying, and we all know that she was not going to end up with Wolf, but it was nice.
Like a breath
When
of fresh air
yeah,
for
when
her.
the shoe drop, I'm enjoying Wolf right now, but when will the shoe drop? What is it going to do? I was not thinking that it should just be something that, oh, I'm too dark, I'm too messy for you, just go your way. But at the same time, even though she showed Wolf that Wolf is like, let's be chill, let's just be chill, let's be chill. But I think that the pregnancy thing, I know they were trying to say, oh, she saw her mother. She even got pregnant at the same age as her mother. But I just felt like it was a desperate Hail Mary to make the show very interesting. It was even very short lived. So it was just like, okay.
I think I was not enjoying the season when it started until that thing actually happened.
I've forgotten the part I started enjoying the season, because I was not enjoying the season as well at
I
first.
think when she like
I've
there
forgotten
was a
what.
prayer, like, ooh, I was like, oh my god, let me see what's going
And
on.
it lasted for like 10 minutes.
Like, yeah, she became her mother because Georgia's entire right from season one was that Ginny should not get pregnant. Ginny should not be like her. Ginny is
Yeah.
smart. Ginny is
Yeah.
different from her. But at the end of the day, Ginny got pregnant at the same age as she did, and I liked it. But I feel like it was, like you said, it was a bit rushed. I think they could have explored it more. But a lot of
Yeah.
things were already happening in the season that they were trying to address, and they didn't want to focus on it. And I felt like it was a discourse that was added to the show because they want to just relate what
Shine
happened.
light on.
Yes, just shed light on what's happening in reality as well. I think
Yeah.
so. It not really gave me what I wanted
It
from it,
it did not have
but I
that
like that
oomph.
they added it.
Like I was said earlier, just like I kind of put Ginny and Georgia and Julia Maya and Susan in the same, not really the same thing, but kind of similar trope happened here, that Jota now got pregnant, but Julie was
So
old enough
codependent.
already. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying, that they did not really show us. But okay,
She's a teenager. Maybe they don't want to
yeah.
they want to explore it too much.
I think it was. I think
I
that
think
was
they should have given that thing time. They should have maybe they added earlier in the
small. Yeah,
season.
at the earlier, like she was now like contemplating. I just feel like it was just a desperate attempt. We could have, if without that thing, I would have still said, Jeannie is becoming her mother. I was always trying to be that solution person now, like her mother Georgia. She even went as far as bringing her father's girlfriend Simone into her mother's trial. That was I'm
That was
brave though.
smart, and it was a desperate move, sha, but it
Yeah,
was smart for her to do so.
yeah,
Then Austin, that thing that Jenny did, I don't think I'll forgive Jenny.
yeah.
I think I'll forgive Jenny. She told him to pick. I'm not saying Gil is a perfect father. No, I just feel like you should not make anybody choose which parent is or which one is the lesser
Yeah.
evil, which one do you want to see or which one do you want to live with. She will not do that with her father and her mother.
Yeah, she even threatened the widow, Cynthia,
Cynthia.
threatened her. I just feel like when you keep on sweeping things under the carpet is going to rise up, and
Yeah.
it's just like a band-aid for now. They're still going to have issues. I'm even banking on them maybe leaving this environment,
Wellsbury.
Wellsbury, soon, because there's just so much happening. So much. Like she threatening Cynthia was just a step too far for me. Then Austin as well. And I loved I wouldn't even tell you spoiler alert, but spoiler alert anyway. I loved what Austin did to her at the end, the last episode.
Ooh.
It gave me so much joy that yeah, now you understand what your mother is going through when you do things, and when you are preying on some vulnerable people and you're just using people like
Yeah.
pawns in your game, you will get it. And now this little boy is messed up in your head. Now you're going to feel it. All of it. Everybody's going to feel it.
Everybody, especially Georgia. I want Georgia to feel it so much. This is she was just on her trial. She didn't even do what the lawyer told her. She was dressing up. That was the fashion parade. I was just irritated with her because your parenting skill is shit. She just offloads on these children. Like, I know that you are not so educated, but you have had a hard life and you should want to, and that's her aim. She wants to give her children a easy life. But Austin saw you do it. Austin, I did it because it was a messy kill. Are you serious? I'm pissed at Georgia this season. I used to love Georgia, but this season I don't love Georgia at all because I think she's a terrible parent. I wonder why I'm so sensitive about this issue this season.
I feel like Georgia kind of tried to take back take the back seat in this season. She tried as much as possible to like better her situation, but
Did
she
she?
was able to like not like better her situation, like
Like you said, she tried to hold back. I feel like the
she
holding.
did.
I don't think she held back. I think
Why
the
did
only
she not
reason
hold back?
why is because she was under house arrest.
Like she could not do like she at a point
She was forced.
at a point Georgia accepted defeat that I've
Yeah,
been in the game long enough. This is it. Like if now she's looking at her daughter and like, who is this monster I've created?
yeah. I don't want you to be like me
I
and
don't
that
want
girl.
like calm down, girl. Like I think that she took a step back because I was waiting for her to do something that would bypass the house arrest. When I was entering into this season, I said there's always a way for Georgia. Georgia
Yeah.
will always find a way, and
When
Georgia is not finding a way. Georgia is that's the first. We see her most of the time frustrated, so she tries to fill it up with fashion. She tries to fill it up with and she just tried to put up a strong front for her children no matter what. And she was not even she was not trying to explore the ideas of okay how she could also get away from her kids, but at the same time she was like, God. When she now tried to run away, I said, oh, this is very Georgia of you. Then she came back. I think that Georgia practiced restraint a lot this season. It was Ginny that
I was
was
doing
doing
all the
all the
manipulation.
work. Okay, Georgia was still kind of evil to what she did to Paul, and she broke Paul. She pushed Paul. When I seen Paul in a violent light,
Yes.
so and I'm like, oh, you have not left these people, but at the same time, how much is too far? How far is too far?
For Paul, I wish because he was like he already suspected before he got clarification that okay,
Yeah.
this investigator that this he said that I can't remember was actually dating was investigating Georgia as the murderer. And I felt like that was not it. He already had his suspicions. He was still there, even though he had those suspicions.
Yeah.
He did not need to use that as an excuse, or he did not need to hear that from somebody else. First of all, first, okay, maybe this marriage is going to hurt my career, and I might be her next victim. I understand he wants to be aware or be careful around her, but at the same time, I feel like he's not bad to her, she's not bad to him. So why are we trying to break up the family here?
I've completely understood Paul. Paul is a human being.
Yeah,
Sometimes we think that we can take some things, but it so happens that we cannot take it when the fire gets hotter. So he had to step away. And I also had an analysis online that was very brilliant. The person I've forgotten the name of the creator, sorry, but it was analyzing and saying that he exposed the family. That if Paul was still in the house, Jeannie and Austin would have still been in Georgia's corner
yeah,
throughout the trial. So it was when he left that okay, she's the only parent that they have now. So
yes,
that's why Zion and Austin's dad, Gail, they had the power to come and swoop in and take them away.
And everybody's against Zion. Like,
I
oh, Zion,
don't
this
know
is
why you
horrible.
are against
I
them.
I
Yeah.
support Zion's decision 100%. Is Zion a bad father? Of course he is. He let his daughter just live with her mother, not
Yeah,
really chasing
just
his
like
own
not know
career.
anything. I'm clueless. I'm clueless.
Yes, not really asking the right questions or going to see, because this were carpooling for a while. You don't know where your daughter was living. Really,
Yeah.
Zion. I know you were young and you were not prepared for a baby or whatever. But at the same time, he did not care enough. But now he sees that, okay, maybe I should pay more attention to my daughter. And it's never too late to start something. That's just what I think. It's never too late. So him taking the children or saying, okay, let us file for custody now, shared custody or full custody, there's no problem with that. I don't know why people are angry at Zion. Honestly, I don't understand it. Would you want to leave your child with the other parents that is probably a murderer and done all sorts of things that you're not even sure of? No, you will not do that. So why are you angry and saying Zion? Oh my God, you're such a traitor. You're on our list now. I'm like, anytime I see videos like that online, I'm like, please move on. If you were Zion, you will do the same thing or even worse.
I think that people are being unfair most of the time. I this matters my concern when I'm watching a movie that or a TV show that is like widely loved and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people just throw sensibilities out of the window when it comes to a character that they just blindly like.
Yeah, they don't really
Honest to God,
analyze the
I
characters.
just when I'm watching a series or a show or whatever or anything, I try to because it's just like a slice of life, and you try to put yourself in, like you try to understand where they are coming from.
Yeah.
And Gil might be a bad person, yes, he might be violent, yes, and Zion as well might not be perfect, but what are they going to do? This is a trial for murder. Like, what were they supposed to do?
Not that I was supporting Gil too.
Yeah,
Like
no, like
Gil
what
is
were
an
they what were
abuser.
they supposed to do? People were like, oh, the horror movie. It was painful, yes, but they're also granted her the grace of supervised visit with her children. This person is on trial for murder. I don't know anybody in this world that okay, even though you trust this person, okay, they stop coming to court. It was cold, but they're seeing the facts of the case and they're saying this case is bad and Georgia, and they know.
Is there a bit of Gil that wants to just revenge Georgia for all that she did
Yeah,
to him?
yeah.
Perhaps.
She still did him bad. So like like in this case, there's no sense. There are no victims. They're just the victims are the children.
Yeah.
So
My God, horror. Zion took the baby. And Georgia's men, now Joyce getting into the picture.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Do you know? I like everybody's saying they cannot wait for it. I did not like it at all. I
No,
know that I have been seeing that longing for a long time, for seasons now. I've been seeing the longing with Joe and
yeah.
everything. But I just like whenever he comes on, like I'm like I might go and sit down. That's how I feel for Joe right now.
I think people can be friends. You can like somebody and still be friends with the person. You don't
Yeah,
have to act on those feelings. He has liked her for a really long time. It's not that they
yeah,
even had this meeting when they were younger, and that's why she
yeah.
wanted to come move to Wellsbury. And I just feel like, do they really have to
I feel like
kiss or be together? No. That's why at the end of the season when she was like, "Oh, to pay attention to my children now," I'm like, where have your brain been at ever since? I know that she was doing it for money and protection and security for the kids ever since. That's why she's jumped from one man to another.
yeah.
But you see, Joe is somebody that you want to have in your corner, like your friend, your guy. He has feelings for you. Probably, I don't think she really likes him like that. She might like him, like, okay, I like this person. But she told him in the last season that she did not want to. So why is it that now that you're vulnerable, you are smooching?
And now we have likely two fathers for our baby. But I think that it's going to be Paul though. And now she had lied to Paul before. Like it's just a very messy, shitty situation. She really liked to Paul before that she's pregnant. Now she's really pregnant for real. Like she called it. She's pregnant for real now at the end of the season, and it might be Joe's baby, it might be Paul's baby. But I am putting my bet on Paul.
I hope it's Paul. I don't want to be Joe.
And what
Anything to end the Joe relationship.
Yeah, and for Austin, we hope that he gets a piece. I don't think he can because he just put his father away and he's holding on to the hockey jersey or the vest that the father gave
Yeah.
to him.
He had that with his mommy before. And why did the entire Ginny, I'm going back to Ginny, why did this thing really annoy me for silencing Austin? Because this boy, when his father went to jail, he was not speaking for a really long time.
Yeah,
He stopped
I
talking.
liked his dad.
So why would you make him peak? I wonder if he's going to go silent again or I don't know what he's going to do.
Like
Now Georgia's like, oh, she should start therapy. Really?
Austin needs so much help. Marcus this season gave us a masterclass on not really masterclass, like
a good,
a depiction or just a slice of what it feels like to actually be clinically depressed. It's bad. Like most of the time, I just want to hug him. Sometimes I want to just shake him and say, "Okay, snap out of it," but he cannot snap out of it because he's depressed, and he
yeah.
wish he can snap out of it, but he cannot snap out of it.
Even in moments when he's smiling, I'm like, you're not happy. I can see you're not
I love
happy.
Marcus a lot this season, especially the part where when Ginny came out of in the room in the hospital and he's sitting there. I loved it. Then he went to get ice cream. I just love that kind of support. I love the support he gave her in that part. Then he's very interesting but weird dynamic with Georgia.
Yeah.
It's very funny. It's just really funny.
Yeah, Georgia cares about him, and
They have a very weird relationship, weird friendship too. Right from the first season, she smokes with him. Just a lot of things. Two of them have just very funny friendship.
I like Marcus. I like how he was just like, okay, I want to be there for Ginny. I know that Ginny
Yeah.
needs me, and he's just really not because he's her ex-boyfriend. He really
Yeah.
cares about her as a friend, and it's really good to see. He loves her. I don't know if they're going to come back together. I think they'll come back together, but he really needs a lot of help
Yeah.
or
I think
time
they'll
to
come out
process.
together.
Like the boy is traumatized.
While Max is feeling left out in her friend group, people have said, "Oh, you serves you right" and all of that. Yeah, might have been a meanie sometimes in the past, but I actually felt bad for her in this season.
I felt bad for Max because I can relate to her. When you have a
Yeah,
lot of big emotions and people don't really understand you, and you don't
yeah,
know, they don't know that this will happen. I understand. I just understood Max to a really deep level, and
yeah,
but at the same time, when I remember that, okay, Max did this the last time, I'm like, okay, serves you right,
yeah. She
but not really
was.
serves you right too much. 'Cause I feel like
Everybody have their time and
everybody,
everything.
yes,
So especially when Jean even told her that maybe we'll grow apart and that's okay. And I'm like, that is you can grow apart when you go to college. This is your best friend. This person is there for you many times. There's people have had your fallout, but that thing was very painful, kind of.
it was cold,
It was really cold.
but it's at the same time it's also really real. Like people grow apart, and
You people grow
it's
apart,
fine.
but it happens, and you know the same person now. Maybe we go apart and it's okay. That was just
But
very dark.
at the same time, I think like growing apart, it takes like distance and
It just takes distance.
a lot of things come to play here. But me always like I live across from you.
As in,
I'm always texting you and you're not responding
checking
to
on
me.
you. You
We
will
do not
also
have
reach
any
out to me.
fights. I know you're dealing with a lot with your mother and
Yeah,
everything, but at the same time,
and the person is reaching out to you like, "How far, my friend?
I
Will you?"
understand Abby even trying to be avoidant with Max. Like, okay, Max, because of you,
I
but
understand.
Ginny, not really.
Yeah, I understand those ones that oh, doing too much. But Ginny just said her flat out that maybe go apart and that's okay. You're like, oh yeah, we should. I'm going through a lot right now. When you people are friends all the time,
Yeah, they do.
and it's very heartbreaking. It's something that people don't really talk about, and I don't like that they showed it showed it in the show. But just saying, maybe I go up and that's okay. I'm like, you are just very cold right now. It's not cool.
No,
It's
cool.
not cool at all. We'll go apart, yes, but not that you're not saying. Anywho, in all of this, the season was it started off like a guy for me, but now I cannot wait for the fourth season, fifth season. I cannot wait. I'm enjoying the
The
show.
shade is in the fourth season. I don't want this show to go on for too long. Please.
This show is like a
And
messy.
yeah, I know they renewed for like 2 seasons the last time,
Yeah,
so I know what I'm feeling of season 4, but a season 5 would be a stretch.
like the show is just. I know that a lot of people laugh about how the show is very imperfect and all that, but the show is like a messy town gossip. Like, what's going on in this town? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
I don't really have
you're
to
just
put it
really
in words,
enjoying
but
it.
you're just really enjoying the
You don't want this
entire.
drama, but you are enjoying this
Yeah,
drama.
you're just enjoying the gist. It's like you're in on something really very juicy, really juicy and funny. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's imperfect, but at the
Yeah,
same time, it has really strong themes,
yeah,
really interesting dynamics going
yeah,
on that you can relate to in life, and it tries to be relatable to everybody.
yep.
Even Ginny, Georgia, and her Max's mom, their friendship kind of took a step back.
Yeah.
Like I like the show, but this season was started off not really so strong.
Yeah, it didn't start off very strong for me, and I like the end, how where the shoe dropped, the high ended as well. But let us know what you think in the comments and your favorite parts, your favorite minutes, your favorite seconds. And before we go, the point I was thinking that Abby and Marcus could have had something.
Yeah,
And I was like, I was holding my breath because I do not want to even go through that
yeah, another teenage
entire
drama of you
drama
kissed
with
Max.
Jeannie.
I love Max.
I
Marcus.
was praying that please I do not want any crash out with Ginny versus Abby. And Marcus. I
Yeah,
do not want
because
that love triangle
Ginny
at
has a
all.
good relationship with Abby. Marcus
Yeah.
has this relationship, alcoholic
It
relationship
was
with
very
Abby.
they will be cute together though, but no, thank you. The writers know about any idea
Yeah.
that.
And so when they introduce somebody for that might like potentially her love
Yeah, I
interest,
was
I'm like,
happy. I was so happy. I was so happy, honestly.
yay.
But things can get twisted. Let us know what you think in the comments. Goodbye.
Bye.